Hi, in this exercise I'm just going to be showing you why it's important to edit images in 16-bit mode rather than 8-bit mode. Now the difference between these different modes you'll find here when you have an image open under the mode menu, and the difference is the amount of colours and tones that are available, whereas with 8-bit mode you roughly have 256 colours per channel available. So that's per the red, green and blue channel, and in 16-bit mode you have over 32,000 available per channel, so that's quite a considerable amount. So I'm just going to show you a little demonstration on why it is important in terms of editing images to use 16-bit mode rather than 8-bit mode. So I'm going to just create two new files. So go to File, New, I'm going to make them about 400 by 200 in height, and this first one I'm going to create is an 8-bit file. Click on OK. So here's our first one. Now we're going to create another one. So again, File, New, again with the same properties. The only difference is I'm going to create it as a 16-bit file. Okay, so we have both files now with blank canvases. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come to the gradient tool, and I'm going to create a nice smooth gradient going from we want one going from black all the way to the different greys to white. So I've selected my gradient tool. This is the 8-bit gradient we're going to make here, so I'm just dragging from one side to the next in order to create my gradient. So now we've got a nice smooth gradient going from black to pure white with all our nice greys in between. I'm going to do the same thing down here. So going from black to white with all the greys in between. So we've got both. They look, as you can see at this stage, they look the same. So we're just going to make the same adjustment to both images using the levels. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, and Levels here. We're not doing this one, we're actually initially we're going to be using the output channel. So this gives us, as you can see, it gives us just a flat grey. And click on OK. I'm going to do the exact same one now to here again, Image Adjustments and Levels, and we're going to change the 16-bit image in the same way. So again, we've reduced it just to the very middle grey tone. Now you can see both images now at this stage look the same. We've got the same greys. Now what happens if I try and bring back the histogram? So you see the histograms of both images look similar at the moment. You'll probably notice that the grey one is a bit smoother. But we'll go back again to our 8-bit image, and we'll go again to Image, Adjustments and Levels. Now this time we're going to stretch the histogram back out. So we're going to go back here and just an attempt to bring back the tones that essentially we threw away in the first place. And click OK. And you can see the effect we've got here. We've lost that smoothness going from pure black to white. It's jumping. Now let's see what happens when we do the same thing to the grey 16-bit image. So again we go to Image, Levels, just to 120, 140, and we click on OK, and you can see the difference straight away. So because there is much more tonal information contained in a 16-bit image, it was able to revert back to what it was before, whereas the 8-bit image, after we made that pretty hard adjustment, you can see that it's lost all the tonal information that was there in the first place. So this is why it's important to edit when you're making edits in 16-bit rather than using 8-bit modes, especially when you're making quite a few edits and changes to the exposure and contrast of an image. Okay, well, thank you for watching.